Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 183rd meeting of Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club. As every organization has mission and vision, Toastmaster International is our mission, which is to provide a positive and safe learning environment in order to empower communication, leadership, and public speaking skills. There are few ground rules which needs to be followed in every session. Please be muted if you are not speaking. Please keep your phone in silent mode so that it doesn't disturb the meeting. I'll give 10 seconds to do that. Please avoid moving here and there so that the speakers won't be distracted. Please refrain from speaking about the topics such as sex, religion, and politics to maintain the decorum of the meeting. So coming to the theme turning the page. Life is a book with many chapters. And this you need to come over of it, and then you need to start a new page by starting new career or new life by turning the page. So how can you by just turning a page in your life, you can start new life, you can start a better life, healthier life. And this by turning the page in your life, you can improve your life in a very positive way, and you can embark on a new journey in your life. And this change can be physical change, such as moving from one place to another place in order to make better in your life. And this can also be by shifting your job from one place to another place, so that you can improve your career wise. And this can be even in the mental aspects, like if you are suffering from depression or anxiety, you can just start a new chapter in your life by just turning the page, which helps you to become a better person and also healthier person. So I would like to welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ganesh sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks. To welcome everybody. As you all know, she referred to the Toastmaster mission. So our mission in the club mission is to provide a supportive and a learning environment. And this can only happen through collaboration. It's not about a one-way discourse or one-way speech. The more you get involved, the more you participate, and that's the way you can actually become better and have a lot of fun along the way. So, as the new president, we'll be having the installation ceremony later in the day by the area director. Just to give you an idea, so Toastmasters is divided geographically. It's present in multiple countries. So it's got districts, it's got regions and districts. So we are part of District 92, and then it's divided into divisions. So we are Division A4, D4, D2 right now, but divisions are changed. So D2, and our area director is Toastmaster Shivi Mandal. She's based out of Hyderabad, and she'll be joining in at 11. So this is a new term that starts from July. So that's why there's a new management committee. I'm the president, and the other officers, Shipra is there for here, Ujjwal is the secretary. Ketra is the sergeant at arms who opens the meeting, and Indu is our VP education, which is a very critical role. So we'll be there to support your journey, and whatever issues you have, please raise it up with the corresponding person. So for everything related to pathways and education, Indu is the focus point. Yeah. So I would like that each one of you progresses along the journey and actually gets the confidence and you get what you wanted. The reason why you joined it. Yeah, so we want to ensure that we address your concerns and help you in this journey. Okay, great. So I think so long agenda plan today. All the best to everybody. And before we get on, I see there are some guests as well. So this is a good time for maybe our guests to introduce themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, this is Indu. I'm working for the organization of Fincher. Okay, so some leads, just raise for us later.
Okay.
So I think I just searched it for the place where we can improve our leadership as well as speaking skills, the communication. So just I know that Toastmasters is one of the best place. Earlier Chennai, I was visited 1 or 2 days, but I'm not getting opportunity to manage this way. Then I've been I'm actually going to Chennai from Bangalore. It's near to me.
Sure. Welcome, welcome, and all the best in your journey. I just wanted to check: are the online, are you all able to hear us? Please say something.
Yes, it
Hey,
is
good
clear.
morning. For me, it's not so clear actually,
I'm sorry.
and it's not so much clear actually. It's not so
It's
much
not clear, right? Is it
And
better
the
now?
camera is facing towards roof, not audience.
No, this one is facing to the speed. This one. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah.
Now it's okay.
Now
Yeah.
it's okay, right? Great.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining in. And yeah, so thanks, Elango, for your introduction and welcome. I think you come to the right place, and we wish you a great day. Anyone else? I think you are also a guest. Yeah. Would you like to?
I had attended Toastmasters earlier as well. From today on, I wanted to join for the membership. And thanks for the continuous motivation from Srinivas sir.
Yeah.
And always I used to tell busy schedule, but he used to push me and motivate me. So finally, I made my presence here. So from today onwards, I will be part of this Toastmasters club.
Sure. Welcome, and we wish you a great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. Kanaka, right? Yeah. Speak a little louder. Yeah. So that they can also hear it.
My name is Kanishka Gupta, and I'm the student. I'm pursuing my software testing course, and also I'm a leader. And I came here to know from my one of my sister's one of best friends. So he suggested me to came here, try here. Hope I will improve my English here, or I feel comfortable to speak English.
Thank you. And I think Toastmasters is a place where you can actually make a lot of mistakes, and there's no judgment here. Right? No judgment. It's your own space. So all the best. Yeah. Okay. Great. So I think anybody from online wants to introduce themselves who are a guest.
Hi, this is Nandish, and I'm working in a Mercedes-Benz truck. Okay. The main purpose joining this group means I wanted to join. Still, I haven't joined. Still, I'm a guest here. Just this is our first class in this group to get to understand how Toastmaster works, and main intention is to get some confidence in talking to strangers in group and that all. Yeah, that is my expectation.
Great. All the best. We'll come back to you at the end of the session. Yeah, I think Manika,
Hi.
you wanted to talk. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Manika Sharma. I'm basically from Delhi, in Bangalore since last 20 years. And I have been part of Toastmasters in Unilever. I work for Unilever as finance professional. And I used to be part of that group during COVID time, but ultimately that Unilever group itself got dissolved. And then I was looking for a new group where I can connect with people. So here I'm excited to join you all.
Sure. And I think being in Bangalore, you're most welcome to join offline, in our in-person meeting, because the experience in an in-person meeting, in my view, is a little different, and it's more vibrant, and it's more connecting, if you will, right? So that's a great thing. And ours is a community club. There are two types of clubs in Toastmasters for those of you who are new, corporate and community club. So here you have people from diverse walks of life. So there's a strength in diversity as well. Yeah, and you learn from different perspectives. So without further ado, let's get started. And I would hand over to our TMOD and also the VP Education, Toastmaster Indu Bala. And what a fantastic theme, turning the page. It's so appropriate and apt for today's meeting as the new term starts. Yeah, over to you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm Indu, your Toastmaster of the day, and we have a thought-provoking theme for today's meeting, turning the page. This theme signifies the act of moving forward. It represents the opportunity to start fresh. As we all know, life is like a book. Each chapter has its own ups and downs, joys and sorrows. And the best part is it's turning the page means it's our ability to, keep moving and keep exploring the new opportunities. So before we move forward, I want to hear your voice. I want to know your thoughts about today's theme, that what turning the page means to you. You can also share your life experiences when you started something new and how you felt about it. It could be first time going to college or starting your career or first time coming to Toastmasters meeting. So any experience, any input around today's theme is welcome. Louder. Great. Anyone else? Yes.
Transformation. And we teach the transformation. So from one experience to another experience here, that is a turning.
Great. Anybody else? Yes. Yeah. So how did you feel when you? Oh, great.
They're like motivating. And I'm like, but every day like a new place, like a better way. Like
Very well said. Anybody from the online meeting who would like to share their views about today's theme, turning the page, what it means to you? Yes, you can raise hands so that I can see you in case anybody is willing to share.
Yeah, this is Nandish, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, for me, turning a page is something new. It will start. Okay, the last page, whatever we read, cannot be same as the next page. So something new, and it will bring challenges. It will give the new experiences, and through that we will go ahead in our life. Yeah, this is what I'm expecting.
Very well said. So can we have a big round of applause for everyone who has started with? Thank you so much. For me, turning the page means embracing the new beginnings. And for any new beginning to be successful, there should be three things. Number one, plan and execution. Number two, the ability to handle impromptu situations. And number three, continuously fine-tune the strategy based on the feedback. Now, interestingly, our Toastmasters meeting also has three segments. First is the prepared speeches, table topics, and then evaluation. So our first segment, prepared speeches, help the members to prepare, plan, and execute their speech. Second segment, table topics, teach the members to handle impromptu situations. And the third segment, evaluation, provides members an opportunity to improve through feedback from peers. Now, having said that, let me introduce our general evaluator for the day. Okay. Is there anyone who is willing to take the GE role? Yeah. So we have a general evaluator, Toastmaster Ganesh, who help us evaluate them. Over to you.
Thank you. So, as a general evaluator, my role is to really give feedback at the end of the meeting as to what went well and what could be better for the future sessions. And also, we'll take feedback from all of you. And to assist me, I have a team of what we call as the tag team. The one is the timer, and that timer is Pooja, right? So I'll request you to mention your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Harvey Mackey, the American businessman and author once said, time is free, but it's priceless. You can't keep it, but you can use it. You can't own it, but you can spend it. Once you lost it, you can never get it back. Also, researchers has always shown that effective management is the key factor in achieving the success both in personal and professional life. Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests. A good speaker is the one who delivers his thoughts within the specified time. So as a timer today, I'll be monitoring and helping you all to manage your time. I'll be displaying the green card once the minimum time is reached, yellow card during the mean time, and red card once the maximum time is reached. A speaker whose speech is less than the minimum time or more than the maximum time will be disqualified. For example, prepared speeches shall become 5 to 7 minutes. I will be flashing the green card at the end of 5 minutes and yellow card at the end of 6 minutes and red card at the end of 7 minutes. For table topics, green card will be shown at the end of 1 minute, yellow card at the end of 1.5 minutes and red card at the end of 2 minutes. I'll be present my report at the end of the meeting and all of this.
Thank you. That's a great introduction on the Palm Meadows. Just to be conscious on time, this was the TMOD. Since we have the installation ceremony today at 11:50, so we just need to factor in the close. Yeah. And the next person is Toastmaster Varun, who will be telling us about the R counter role. Varun, Varun, you're online. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests. I'll be your arc counter today. So let me explain about my role. Excess of everything is bad, right? The same applies with our speeches too. We tend to use filler words whenever we try to fill in that particular space when we don't know what to say or when we need time to think about it. So the role of arc counter is to identify such kind of filler words if used in repetitive manner, like like such kind of filler words. So basically, please be aware that this is not something to find fault about your speeches. This is basically to help everyone, as most of the times we might not be aware that we are using these kind of words in repetitive manner. So at the end of the particular session, I will be presenting my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you. Back to you, Ganesh sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. And to carry on, we have Toastmaster Shipra, who will function as the grammarian for today. Yeah.
Morning, everyone. So, my name is Shifra. This is the first time I'm taking up this role, and I'll be grammarian for the day. I'll have to keep my eye on all your grammars. I'll be very polite on the feedback, so bear with me. And, am I supposed to be
Yes.
So, probably word of the day would be gratitudes, uncalled for or unwarranted. Gratitudes. I'll just mention on the thing. Thank you.
So that's the word of the day. Thank you. And thank you, Toastmaster Shipra. So the word of the day is gratuitous, right? Yeah. So it's about so gratuity essentially means something free, or and gratuitous is something which is uncalled for. So if anybody uses that as a sentence, I'll urge you to give a thumbs up to the person. Yeah, Toastmaster, if you want to say Toastmaster Shipra, he's got a question. Yeah, okay, you can put it in the group so that I can do that. Okay, so great. I think we are there at the start of the first session of the prepared speeches, and I'll hand it over to Toastmaster Indu to carry on the first section.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. So we start with our first segment of today's meeting, the prepared speeches section. We have two speakers lined up who are going to take us to a journey of personal growth. And our first speaker today is Toastmaster Rishit, who has a passion for reading and exploring the wonders of space. Today, he will be attempting his level 1 project 3 speech from the presentation mastery pathway. His speech title is The Race That Never Was. And his evaluator is Toastmaster Shivam. I request him to please come on the stage, introduce yourself, and thanks.
Hi, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'll be evaluating TM Aditya's speech today. I'll be giving him a feed forward where he can improve his speeches and also tell him what we all liked about his speech. So I'll now like to call TM Aditya and he'll be talking about the race that never was. TM Rishit, sorry. I'll call TM Rishit.
How many of you have heard of the story of the hare and the tortoise? Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, let's look at a modern rendition of this story. Once upon a time, in a magnificent forest, there was a hare who was extremely proud of his racing skills. He would often boast, "Ha, ha, ha, I'm the fastest animal in this forest, and there's no one that can beat me." He would often challenge the other animals in the forest for a race just to flaunt his own speed. Soon this became tiring for all the animals, including a wise and a humble tortoise. The tortoise decided he wanted to put an end to the arrogance of the hare, so he decided to give a proposal to the hare. "Oh, mighty hare, please accept this humble one's challenge to a race." The hare scoffed, but finally decided to accept this challenge after the tortoise begged it to live. Soon the news of this race spread through the forest like a wildfire. And on the day of the race, there was a huge crowd which had gathered to watch it. When the race started, the hare darted forward, leaving the tortoise behind in a cloud of dust. After quite a distance, the hare looked back and saw that the tortoise was just a tiny speck in the far distance. At this point, he thought, I'm so far ahead. There's no way that the tortoise can catch up to me. So why don't I just take a short nap? Thinking this, the hare decided to take a leisurely nap under a tree, whereas the tortoise moved forward slowly and steadily. Awakening a little while after his slumber, the hare was shocked to see that the tortoise had already crossed the finish line and won the race. So the moral of this story is that slow and steady always wins the race. However, this is not the end of the story. The hare, reflecting on his mistakes, decided to give the tortoise another proposal. "Oh, tortoise, I know my overconfidence and laziness caused me to lose this race. Why don't we race again? And this time I'll give it my best." The tortoise, an embodiment of forgiveness and empathy, decided to agree to this challenge. So when the second race commenced, the tortoise ran forward at full speed without stopping even once. Doing this, he easily emerged triumphant, learning an invaluable lesson on the way. Being fast and consistent is always better than being slow and steady. After his loss in the second race, the tortoise, who is now aware of his own limitations, he realized that he would never be able to beat the hare in a race fair and square. So he decided to give another proposal to the hare. "Oh, mighty hare, I know I just lost this race, but why don't we race again? And this time, let me choose the path of the race. Fresh off his
খুব ফাস্ট বলছে না, ও তো বলছে 5 মিনিটে শেষ হয়েছে, তো 7 মিনিটস।
The hare decided to agree to this challenge. As they embarked on this challenge, they came across a river obstructing the way to the finish line. As we all know, hares are land animals and can't swim, whereas the tortoise easily just glided through the river and went to the finish line. With this again, the tortoise was again triumphant, and this teaches us an important lesson that should resonate with all of us. We should all be aware of our own strengths and mistakes, and we should focus on them, and we should always focus and we should focus on our strengths, and according to them, we should make our future plans. After competing and meeting so many times, the hare and the tortoise had become fast friends. And now, to celebrate their friendship, they decided to race one last time. In this last race, the hare carried the tortoise on his back across the land, whereas the tortoise helped the hare to cross the river. Doing this, they were able to finish the race in a record time, and they finished with a sense of accomplishment, which they had never known before. So this heartwarming tale leaves us with one final lesson. Irrespective of how talented we are individually, we should always take the help of other talented individuals, as this will always make us much more efficient. So from this tale, I learned the power of perseverance, teamwork, and humility. What have you learned? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rishit. Your powerful message left a lasting impression on all of us. Well done. Now let's introduce our second speaker, who is a great fan of music, Toastmaster Aditya. His evaluator. Before we call Toastmaster Aditya on the stage, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Ujjwal, to introduce the speaker and please share his speech objectives.
Hi everyone. So today my target speaker will be Toastmaster Aditya, and his speech is on the social intelligence. And he is giving his level 1 P3 speech of the presentation mastery, right? And I will see you and then give you the report at the end.
Let's give a big round of applause to this.
Morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Have you ever wondered how the idea of social intelligence is important when it comes to developing bonds with others? How it helps distinguish between our friends and foes with the help of emotional intelligence? Well, these two themes help us explore the different intricacies of human relationships and how to navigate through them successfully. When we encounter someone new, it's natural that we ask ourselves this: are they friend or are they foe? We analyze their thoughts, their demeanors, their actions, trying to understand their intentions. We seek connections that help us bring joy, support, and a sense of belonging, while also being a bit cautious as to whether or not those people represent a threat to our well-being and our interests. This is where emotional intelligence plays a vital role here, because with emotional intelligence, we get a sense of self-awareness as well as a sense on how to better connect with others through understanding our own emotions. As we dive deeper into friendship and enmity, however, we tend to notice that the lines between them can somewhat blur. Friends can disappoint us, foes can surprise us. This is why they would say that it's better to keep a loyal enemy than a fake friend. An example would be Batman and Joker. As Batman's greatest adversary, Joker would take it upon himself to make the Dark Knight feel miserable. By targeting his loved ones, he would try to do anything to make sure Batman would break his rule. But Batman has had worse encounters of people who pretend to be his friends while ultimately working against him behind his back. It shows that Batman would rather deal with Joker's known insanity than with the treachery of those who may feign friendship at one side while showing betrayal on the other. This type of complexity necessitates the importance of social intelligence. It's an invaluable skill that helps us discern the true nature of our friendships, adapt to various personalities, as well as foster genuine connections. In my third grade, I befriended a few people in school, and we were in the same section for about 3 years. In 5th grade, I realized that that friendship itself was pretty much one-sided, because I was a source of amusement and mockery while also being a target for physical and verbal abuse. It showed for me that big friends are much more dangerous to be around than loyal enemies, because big friends tend to employ deception and underhanded tactics to undermine your well-being, and you wouldn't even know. Whereas loyal enemies are very much honest and upfront with their opposition towards you, which is pretty much well respected. Social intelligence also intersects with the art of persuasion and influence. When I look back, I experienced verbal bullying based on how I look and my lack of intellect, to how ridiculous my haircut was, to how I could not just solve a simple set of problems on the board. It pushed me to the point where I had to retaliate physically, but I had friends who told me that it wasn't worth it. They were right, because those bullies were really not important to me, and I should have just taken the opportunity to ignore them when I had it. Networking and relationship building also rely on social intelligence skills. In my recent years, I've had successes communicating and developing bonds with others in college. I now laugh with them, I study with them, and I play with them. It shows by developing these networking skills, we learned how to initiate conversations better, listen more actively, and establish genuine connections. In my personal journey, this is still a work in progress, and I'm still climbing the ladder. Social intelligence also provides us skills to adapt to various personalities and various communication styles. I'm a person who doesn't speak much, and usually it would take a long time for me to internalize my thoughts before I get to express them out. This is why sometimes I would be caught stuttering while I'm trying to make a point, or when I'm saying, give me a minute, I need time to think about this, or shutting myself out entirely of the conversation. Whereas there are other people in my life who are more eloquent than me, who actually know how to articulate their thoughts well. It shows that not everyone has the same communication styles as we would think. Through active listening and astute observations of nonverbal cues, we tend to decipher underlying messages and adjust our own approach accordingly. This promotes effective communication with minimal misunderstandings, as well as it strengthens the bonds that we share. In conclusion, the themes of friend or foe and social intelligence play a vital role when hand in hand when discovering the delicate nature of relationships between two people, as well as how to navigate through them successfully. One of the best examples of social intelligence that I have was many years ago in the aero show. Me and my family were making our way through the exit, and one car ahead of us bumped into another car. Now you might expect that the two drivers would have got up and engaged in a fist fight. That did not happen. What really happened was that they got up, they saw what the damage was, they took pictures, exchanged cars, talked it out, and moved on. It shows that by being situationally aware and putting our best conduct in front, we tend to refine our social intelligence skills, as well as create a supportive and empathetic environment, fostering strong friendships and transforming foes into friends. As Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said, the intelligence of the universe is purely social. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. A great speech. I feel there's something missing. Okay, so before we move on to the next segment, let's bring some energy to the room. We'll have a quick quiz on an organization that brings all of us together on this Sunday morning for a common objective of personal growth. So we'll have a quiz, and this is the center line. All the Toastmasters were this side, they're in one team, this side they're in another team. So I'm going to ask Okay, that you decide. Okay, that you decide which team you want to be. Online members can also, if nobody can answer, they can try answering. All right. So we start the quiz. First question is for this team, and I request the new members to try attempting the answers first. If new members don't know, then the existing members can. First question goes here. Are you ready? No?
That's the
Very
first
good.
question.
When was the Toastmasters International founded? I'm asking the year. When was the Toastmasters International founded? In which year? I think our sergeant and arm, this is the first thing she tells every day. Okay, you can ask this, you're a team, you can ask, look at each other, get the clues. Okay, so I forgot to tell you, options are there. In case you want options, you can ask me for that. Yes, you need the options. All right. So I'll give you 4 options. Yeah, I'll give you 4 options: 1932, 1948, 1924, 1942.
1942.
That's the correct answer. Please clap for yourself. Please clap louder. Okay, 1924 is the correct question for this team. Chini sir, no cheating. Okay, what is the mission of Toastmasters International? I repeat, what is the mission of Toastmasters International? Options are there in case you want. Okay, I'll give the 4 options. To organize public speaking events worldwide. This is option A. Option B, to provide networking opportunities for professionals. Option C, to train professional speakers. And option 4, to promote effective communication and leadership skills. Option D, very good. That's the correct answer. Please clap for your team. Next question. How many levels are there in the Toastmasters Pathways learning experience? You have to speak.
5.
5. Correct answer. Please clap. Louder clap. Question for this team. What is the name of the educational program offered by Toastmasters? If you need the options, you let me know. Okay. Option A, Competent Communicator Program. Option B, Advanced Leadership Program. Option C, Success Mastery Program. And option D, Pathways Program. Pathways Program is the correct answer. Please clap. No, before options, you did not.
Since you were there, before Pathways, that was
It was. Okay, so now it's Pathways. Okay, so we got some extra inputs. Great. Next question. Which division does Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club belong to? Louder. D is the correct answer. Please clap louder for yourself. I will see which team is clapping loudly. Now the question goes to this team. Within Toastmasters International, District 92, Division D, Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club falls under which area? Is it D2 or D4?
D2.
That's the correct answer, D2. Please clap louder for everyone. My questions are over. Okay. So that's very well done. Now we move on to our next segment, the table topic segment, which will help you to share your thoughts and ideas on a variety of interesting topics. Now let me introduce our table topic master for today, who is someone who is passionate about public speaking and is always eager to explore new learning opportunities. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Petra.
We saw 2 wonderful speeches by Toastmaster Rishit and Toastmaster Aditya. In our daily life, we don't have luxury of preparing speeches and delivering it. In Toastmasters, we have table topic sessions, which helps you to think on your feet and deliver it. So in Toastmasters, like you will be given a question and you have time of 1 to 2 minutes. You have to deliver, you have to think on spot and you have to deliver it. So who wants to go for the first topic? First topic. Favorite nickname of yours? Favorite nickname of yours? Nickname of yours?
That is a topic.
Yeah.
My name is Dinesh. So I don't have any nickname till I was there in the college. So when I was there in the college, people start calling me Dinu. So that's the nickname, and that started from there. Even I used it for my Gmail as well. And whenever like I'm meeting my college friends right now, so instead of calling me from actual name, they call me with my nickname Dinu.
Yeah, thank you, Dinesh, and favorite nickname. Next, any guest? Tanishka, would you like to try?
Yeah.
What is the one thing you are grateful for as you turn a new page in your life? What is the one thing you are grateful for as you turn a new page in your life?
I'm the grateful to turning my new page is my sister, who brought me here for working as an intern software engineer, and he is the best person in my life who encouraged me to work and for making me independent. Like she inspired me. Girls should independent in every situation. They have to work, and there are many pages of the life in women's life, like good and bad, but we are just trying to improve that situation. Like women should work and independently work as the not as a homemaker only, as a professionally also. So that one people is for me.
It was a great speech, Tanishka, and you just told about how women should be in society, like how people are criticizing and how you have to overcome, and women empowerment also. Thank you for that. And next, would you like to try? If you could have any superpower, what it would be and why? If you could have any superpower, what it would be and why?
Okay. Hi, good morning. Okay, so my topic is, if I have superpower, what would be and why? Okay, so as a dream of Abdul Kalam, not only it's Abdul Kalam, it's everyone's Indian's dream. India want to be a superpower, right? So if I have power, so I will have better plans and better initiatives to achieve our India has to be a superpower in the world, because India does not have everyone thinking India is not developing, it's an underdeveloping countries. I felt it's already developed countries, but it is, and something is showing other face, like something like poverty, some other skills we don't have. That kind of things is projecting. It is all about hiding because of maybe, I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. It's a politics or some other things, but we have enough talents in our India, as well as we can, like I would like to say about the quote of Swami Vivekananda. He told, you can give around 20 youngsters, I will change the world. I will change the world. That is what he is put, maybe. that could be that we have to push the front forward that all the youngsters as well as one more what is that like experienced guy with together. If you started in all the areas of all the location, it will be great. It can be transformed to that very high level. We can bring it to India as a. Thank you so much.
So the great speech you spoke about even Abdul Kalam and Swami Vivekananda and how we have to make changes in like India, what are the changes? And then you also spoke about the youth and talents. So that was really great speech. Who wants to open next topic? Would you try to do it? What is the hardest part of turning a new page in life? What is the hardest part of turning a new page in life? What is the hardest part of turning a new page? Hardest part of turning a new page in life.
Okay, so my topic is hardest path of turning a new page in my life. So according to my experience, the turning page is moving from college to corporate. So in college, it's an easy thing, like we will get friends and we will interact well and we will socialize well. So when we come to the corporate, it's very difficult. And in my experience, I was into different state. When I completed my studies in Tamil Nadu. So for corporate, I came to Karnataka. So here I had a multilingual experience and cosmopolitan kind of cultural experience. And I was finding very difficult in my phase when I start moving from college to corporate, but still I got very good friends in my hostel, in my corporate environment. So I made it very easy and I put a lot of efforts to convert the journey. So that was the experience which I could quote here. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Well, I had the same kind of experience. Like now I have completed my third year of engineering, so I have 1.5 months of break where I'm doing my internship. So it's like a bridge between my career for next job and the college life. So what it's just like I told, it's a bridge, and in that internship, like every time they won't come and teach us what happens in your life. So it's you have to learn. So that is what I'm learning in my internship. Like even they tell me. So the very second day I have to do presentation and I have to give presentation in front of the seniors. And it was very good experience, like it is learning through the ropes. So thank you so much for that speech. Shubham, you wanted to try.
So we can try one.
Yeah. If you are a prey, convince the predator not to eat you. If you are a prey, convince the predator not to eat you.
So you want to eat me, but why? What would you get? What do you need? You need food? I'll get food for you. You need water? I'll get water for you. Why don't I work for you and you just rest in peace? I'll get food for you, water for you, and not just that, I'll store some more food for you. So let me go and let me arrange a stock of food for you. What do you think? Does it make sense? And why do you even want to eat me? Like, you can get me to a lot of other things. I can maybe do a fan when you're feeling hot. Maybe I can entertain you when you're sad. Maybe I can find a partner for you. Or when you are really depressed, I can sing a song for you and make you happy. Are you sure you want to eat me now? I'll give you a second and think about it.
Online, anyone who wants to go for the next speech? Anyone? Yeah, we have our area director, Shivi. So your topic is describe your life before turning a page and after turning a page. Describe your life before turning a page and after turning a page.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that topic. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. A very recent page that I turned in my life is becoming the area director. I know it might sound very cliche to a lot of people present there, but it was a very big step that I took. And it's just been almost just 15 days. And I see a lot of difference in me myself. Before I filled out that form, which asked me for my nomination as the area director, I had a lot of questions in mind. I did not know what this journey would entail. I still am not sure what all is to be done in the coming 1 year, but I'm sure and I'm very confident. Self-motivated is the word I would say, that whatever comes in my way, I'll handle it. I have a great team. I have my past area directors, division directors, and our district directors as well. And I think what does not make you perfect makes you better. So fight each day, come out of your comfort zone, fight for yourself, and tell yourself every day that turning that one page, if does not make you perfect, it will definitely make you better. 15 days, and I've already seen a better version of myself. I've already started handling things better. My time management has got so better, and my sleep has got worse. So, but yes, there is always a thing to balance. So, everybody come forward, take that step, turn that page, and you will find yourself better. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri. It was wonderful. And I wish all the best for your future endeavors, also reach greater heights. And here comes to the end of the table topic session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kirtana. We now move on to the last segment and the most important segment of our today's session, that is the evaluation section. So I invite Toastmaster Ganesh, our general evaluator, on the stage to proceed further.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, thanks for Indu. So here we are at this critical phase, the most important phase, I would say. And to give the evaluation of the speeches, for the first speech of Toastmaster Rishabh, we'll have Toastmaster Shubham, who for his evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmasters Ganesh. Toastmaster Rishabh, you delivered a very nice speech. I think it was quite articulate and it included the features of storytelling, which I personally love the most. In terms of body language, there was a constant moving forward and back that could show you are nervous. So I would suggest to work on that. Other than that, in terms of noise modulation, I love the words you used. They were, first time, ha ha ha, oh my god, and all of that, which was very nice. I think that you can use a little more of emotions and express when, the total was sad or something like that. That would have been better. The unmute interruption was gratuitous, but you handled it well. You stayed calm, so that was a good thing. And last but not the least, you ended with the question, which I love the most. But you really didn't want an answer. You know where you're going here. I would say that just take a pause and then. Otherwise, it was a great speech. Thank you.
Great evaluation, Toastmaster Shubham. And for the second evaluation, I'd like to ask Toastmaster Ujjwal for the evaluation of the second prepared speech. This is for Toastmaster Aditya's speech.
So hi everyone, hello online people. So today my target speaker is Toastmaster Aditya, and today's topic was social intelligence. Then how beautiful he has explained about the friendship, because we all know that that's the truth of life. That some friends are like the best buddies. We have the bitter and the sweet experience as well with them. So Toastmaster Aditya, he has used a very good words like intricacies, friend or foe, and understanding more about the emotions, because he was mostly thinking about the friends from the friend's perspective, or maybe he has some personal experience. That's why he was thinking like that. And yeah, and also about he has also talked about the loyal and the fake friends. That is the most important thing. As I have some personal experience regarding that, so I can clearly relate with that. And just to one thing, I just like to tell Toastmaster Aditya that he was see on stage was there, but he was mostly standing in one position only. So I just recommend him to use a stage a little bit, so your body movement will be there. And there are some challenges which I would like to give you, that try to give the speech without any paper in hand. That is the most challenging part, because once you will, if you don't have any paper in your hand, you will think on your own at that spot, and your mind will work fast at that time. That's it from my end. Back to you, sir.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ujjwal, for making my job easier. So we'll move on to the tag team, and we'll start with the Toastmaster Kanishka, who will give us a rundown on the tidings. Pooja, yeah.
So the timer report is as follows. For the prepared speeches, TM Rishit took 4 minutes 53 seconds, and TM Aditya took 6 minutes 46 seconds. And in table topics, TM Dinesh took 26 seconds, TM Tanishka took 1 minute 35 seconds. Sorry, I forgot you.
11.
Okay, you took 1 minute 52 seconds, and TM Madan took 59 seconds. TM Shubham took 58 seconds, and TM Shivi took 1 minute 45 seconds. And in evaluation section, TM Shubham took 57 seconds, and TM Ujjwal took 1 minute 46 seconds. Back to the master bench.
Great, thanks for that comprehensive summary. And over to Toastmaster Varun, who's online for the counter report.
Sure. So I'll start with the prepared speeches. So Rishit, it went flawlessly, but then at the end of it, he used a couple of hours. So total 3 hours, which I could count. Aditya, it was a great speech. He didn't use any filler words at all, and it was flawless. Coming to table topics, master Kirtana used ask 4 times and like 3 times. Dinesh, there were constant usage of so I could count 3. Then there were 3 guests. First guest used 4 hours and 2 likes. Guest 2 used 3 hours, and for guest 3, the word okay was used multiple times, so we'll have to be careful about that. Shubham and Shivi, there were no filler words at all. Then coming to the evaluation session, Shubham, it was completely flawless. There were a couple of R usages, but then it was perfectly fine and landed well. And for Ujjwal, there were 4 R's used. And coming to the TMOD, Indu's speeches, there were a couple of R's, but then otherwise it was perfectly fine. And for Ganesh also, it didn't sound awkward. There were a couple of us, but then it was perfectly fine with that rendering. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for diligently capturing all the ums and ahs and the filler words. It's not easy to do that. Now over to Toastmaster Shipra for her remaining report.
Hello everyone. So Rishit, you speak really like flawlessly, but you could speak a little louder because I'm having trouble listening to him a bit. So there was no grammatical error, good use of the words and everything. And Aditya also he used analogy like landing the ladder and all those things, which is really good, which you can try to incorporate in your speeches. Otherwise, there was no grammatical error at all in both of their speeches. It was flawless.
Anything else?
No, like guests are new, so I won't see anything for them.
Sure. I'd just like to add on a couple of points. I think we had the use of the word gratuitous by Toastmaster Shubham. So really a thumbs up to that. It is a tough word to pronounce as well as use. right? I mean, I think the word of the day was rather uncalled for.
And everyone felt it is unwarranted.
Yeah, and I think it's to be used as an adjective and not as a noun, so that the sentence, I think, which is not entirely right. The film is not good because of its gratuitous scenes, something like that. It's an adjective, not. But great session so far, and I'll hand it over once more to TMOD for her comments, and then I'll come back as a general evaluator for my comments. After which we will be going on to the installation session. And, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. As we reach at the end of this meeting, let's reflect on the profound takeaway from this meeting. Turning the page is an act of courage. It asks us to step into the unknown, embrace the change, and believe in ourselves. As Toastmaster Nandish also mentioned that when we start something new, there will be challenges in the beginning. Oh, well, he said that. And the fear of unknown can be daunting. The comfort of familiarity can hold us back. But remember, growth and transformation lie on the other side of the page. So my fellow Toastmasters and guests, while turning the page, if you come across through a blank page, write your own story with intention, passion, and authenticity. And remember, the pen is in your hands and the potential is limitless. With these words, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Ganesh, our presiding officer.
Yeah, it's a general evaluator.
Okay, and general evaluator also.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Indu. A great theme and a great lot of takeaways. So as a general evaluator, I said that I'd come back at the end of the session with some comments. So here they are. First one is, I think we started a little late, which gave us some time to network, but not the right way to do it. So I think apologies for the technical glitches. I think the link with the new term is yet to get stabilized, and hopefully it should be resolved next week. Yeah. Secondly, I guess the meeting started off well. It was great to have the guests, introducing themselves, with some of us mentioning their expectations for the meeting as well. Yeah, and I love the way Toastmaster Indu brought home the theme, as well as comparing it to the Toastmasters sections, the 3 sections, and how it's a metaphor for life in general, right? Preparing for the prepared speeches and facing situations as they come by, like with impromptu speeches, and also having the feedback. So great. The 2 prepared speeches, both of them were very powerful and very good use of the English language, both in terms of grammar and vocabulary. The Toastmaster Rishit, I think your storytelling techniques were very good, and a fantastic evaluation there by Toastmaster Shubham. But just to add on to that, I think you were running as fast as the air, right, in your speech, and and it turns out that you fell about 7 seconds short of the minimum 5 minutes thing. So I think it'll be good for you to learn to develop that presence of mind and develop a cool and a composed way of measuring your speech and going back. And you were quite flawless, as everybody said, but when it came to the crunch where you kind of missed out a couple of words, so just learn to take the pause and so that it doesn't reflect and you don't lose your confidence and cool at that time. Last but not the least, try to end the speech with a bang. Your speech was great, but then the climax has to come at the end, and that is something probably you could work on. Yeah, Toastmaster Aditya, a great evaluation there. Nothing much to add, just the fact that learn to speak without aids of the paper. So you got to internalize the speech so that it comes about automatically, when you want it to. The table topics, I liked it. It was good participation. I'm glad to see all the guests as well, both in person and those online, participating in the Toastmasters in the table topics as well. Yeah. And on the evaluations, I think we've already said, and nothing more to add. I think I'd urge everybody to take on roles which are outside your comfort zone, and that's the way you would be able to, turn a new page, right? As in the meeting. So that's all from you. Me, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just maybe wear the cap of the presiding officer right now, and go to the final section. We have our area director, Toastmaster Shivi, with us, who will be doing the installation function for the new management committee. That's the event which is held every 6 months. So our term begins from July to December end. Yeah. But before we do that, and to finally close the meeting itself, I'd just like to take a moment to take feedback from some of you, and particularly the guests. And Toastmaster Lango, for example, let's start with you. You had enumerated the objectives and your expectations. Did it meet that, or any feedback that you want to provide us? Yeah.
Hi, Han. So it's a wonderful day. Actually, climate is nice. Okay, so I've seen here variety, like what we can say, diversity. Okay. So all the people we have, youngsters, as well as that more experienced persons and knowledgeable persons also made in growing up people. So it's mixture where we can learn everything together. Also, I'm seeing, I feel something little bit comfort when I'm not sure how it would be, but I felt it is comfort when I can interact, when I can see your speech, how it is progressing, these meetings, also conducting. Also, even the 5 minutes is asking that apologies for how the difficult glitch. So everything you are notified, noticing everything. Also, you are not missing anyone, not only you and other people as well. And whatever, it's really nice when she is talking about he's counting each and every pronunciation's words. Speechless. Really, thank you so much, brother. And that's what it is that platform where we can learn everywhere. I want to learn about the purpose of I came to this meeting is like improve that leadership, as well as I want to be a confident speaker everywhere wherever you speak. And it's not only like in our home, even apart from that, wherever you go, if you want anything, you want to speak, then only you get it. You want to be asked what you are asked, how you are asked, these all things. It will be more communication as well as leadership. Still, if you want to achieve anything, you have to be like you have to develop for that. You have to do something to achieve. So those are the things will be coming in this experience. Thank you so much for that. Welcome me to that.
Thank you. Yeah. And for that, I'm glad we could put you at ease. Any other feedback from any guests? You want to go ahead? Yeah.
Thank you, Srini sir, for giving me this opportunity to come here and join this meeting. And I like here environment about the English communication, about the specific topics and the specific speakers like Toastmaster Aditya, Toastmaster Rishit. I like their speeches. So thank you.
Well, yeah. So I think anybody online wants to share the feedback? Toastmaster Nandish, I think you're a guest. Yeah. Anything you want to share? So we can move on.
Yeah, thanks for opportunity. So this is I got the confidence that if I could able to join Toastmaster, definitely I will improve what I'm thinking to improve right now. So the way you people handled it, it was very interesting and very game-like behavior. This one situation was there. I never thought that it will go so easily. I'm getting that confidence. Definitely I try to join this group as early as possible. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much. And thanks to TMOD Indu for managing the time despite our late start. to finish it almost on the dot at 11:30. Yeah. So nothing more to add at this stage. Let's hand over the stage to Toastmaster Shivi, our area director. Toastmaster Shivi, over to you, and the next 15 minutes. Yeah, over to you. Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ganesh. Apologies for not being there present in person, but I will try to make it as soon as possible to meet you guys, and I'm really excited for this. Before I begin, hello and good evening, good morning, everybody. My name is Shivi. I am the area director for Area D2. Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club was earlier aligned with Area D4 and now has been realigned to Area D2. So for those of you who are not aware of this, Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club now comes under Area 2, Division D, District 92. I, Shri Mangal, am here as your area director to install and prepare the officers of the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club. Each officer is obligated to attend executive committee meetings, attend the district-sponsored club officer training, and prepare a successor for his or her respective office. Before I start the official installation ceremony for the ExCom members of this term, I would request the outgoing club officers, if there are present any, to please stand up. Any outgoing club officers in the room?
Toastmaster Shivi is an outgoing member. He's already standing.
Okay.
Listen,
I've renewed myself for the membership. So,
I think there are two devices and both the devices have their mics turned on. Can you please switch off the mic of one of the devices? Maybe there's an echo.
is it okay now?
Yeah, better. Thank you. Yeah.
So I was saying that Toastmaster Srini is an old and a new member because he's renewed and he was not a member. He's always standing and outstanding.
Great. Thank you. So, to the members present and to the members not present, to the outgoing officers, you had a very successful term and you should all be extremely proud for serving magnificently in your respective offices. On behalf of the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club, District 92 and Toastmasters International, I would like to say a very big thank you for all your hard and successful work in the previous term. I hereby discharge all the outgoing officers of their further duties and responsibilities of their respective offices. Please give the outgoing officers a huge round of applause for the wonderful service that they have rendered to this club. Thank you. I would now request all the elected officers to please come forward. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Kirtana. Treasurer, Toastmaster Mohan. Secretary, Toastmaster Ujjwal. Vice President, Public Relations, Toastmaster Shipra. Vice President, Membership, Toastmaster Srinivas. Vice President, Education, Toastmaster Indu. And our President, Toastmaster Ganesh. I will request each of the officers to hold an object which signifies a gavel, such as a symbol of a leadership. If you have the gavel with you present, that would be great. If not, each of you can hold a pen also. As I would describe the challenges that one officer must meet and the responsibilities that he or she must fulfill, I would request the officers to reply with "I will" to acknowledge the acceptance of their role. Can I have Toastmaster Kirtana forward? Thank you. Toastmaster Kirtana. As the Sergeant at Arms, your responsibilities would include to arrange the meeting room and arranging the virtual meeting room in case of an online meeting, maintain the club equipment in working order, ensure that adequate club supplies are available, taking care of the waiting room and only allowing authorized attendees in case of an online meeting, locking the meeting room if needed once the meeting commences, ensure to take care of online meeting controls and meeting recording if needed, make sure that all relevant educational and PR materials are displayed, attend to special equipment needs, greet guests, and help the president to make sure that the meeting begins on time. Toastmaster Kirtana, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Mohan forward?
Mohan is not joining, yeah.
Okay, can we have a proxy, Toastmaster Ganesh, just in place of Mohan? Somebody can take, somebody can come forward.
Proxy is
Okay, and that is Toastmaster?
Toastmaster Pooja.
Pooja, okay. Toastmaster Pooja, on behalf of Toastmaster Mohan, as a treasurer, you are expected to keep the financial records and prepare the club budget, announce when it's time for members to pay dues, explain the dues structures to members, collect dues, work with the secretary to ensure that the club submits dues on times to the Toastmaster International World Headquarters. Toastmaster Pooja, on behalf of Toastmaster Mohan, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Sure, I'll give my best.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Ujjwal forward? Thank you. Toastmaster Ujjwal, as a secretary, you should maintain an accurate membership roster, work with the treasurer to ensure that the new member application and dues get to Toastmasters International World Headquarters as soon as possible, submit the new club officer list to Toastmasters International on time, work with the treasurer to submit your club's semi-annual report and dues to Toastmasters International on time, take care of noting down attendance for online meetings, provide the club with minutes of each meeting if needed. Toastmaster Ujjwal, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Shipra forward?
Hi.
Hi. Toastmaster Shipra, as the Vice President Public Relations, you are expected to attract visitors to the club through free publicity, use a variety of means to promote the club and its members in as many mediums as possible, such as digital, print, or internet. Enlist your fellow club members within PR activities, provide them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements, newsletters, emails, and articles that you can also submit to the district bulletin. Toastmaster Shipra, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Srinivas forward?
Toastmaster Shivi.
Toastmaster Srinivas, as the Vice President membership, you're expected to lead the club's membership building efforts, help members with any requirement during their journey, listen to their grievances and provide them with emotional support if needed, motivate the current members to invite guests, promptly give new member application and dues to the secretary and treasurer, promptly personally greet guests, and provide them with membership information and application if needed. Make sure that each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmasters International and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Toastmaster Srinivas, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
I will perform.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Indu forward?
Toastmaster Shivi.
Toastmaster Indu, as the Vice President Education, you are expected to gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves. Ensure that the club members are aware of the schedule of meeting rules. Plan meetings that will assist members meet their individual goals. Work with the club members to keep the meetings fun and interesting. Work with your members to ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly. Provide for educational topics at club meetings. Represent your club at the area and district council meetings. As a second highest ranking officer, you are expected to preside over the meeting when the club president is absent. Toastmaster Indu, will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, as VP Education, I'll perform these duties to the best of my abilities.
Thank you. Can I please have Toastmaster Ganesh forward?
Yeah.
Toastmaster Ganesh, as the president of the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you will preside over all the club meetings and the club executive committee meetings. It is your challenge to see that the club adds new members and meets the need of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to your commitment is towards fellow club members, officer team, area director, division director, district 92 officers, and the officers of Toastmaster International headquarters. Toastmaster Ganesh, you hold the pen as a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given you during your term of office. I am confident that you will use it wisely and with restraint. Work with your team members to create a healthy, dynamic club, a club of which everyone will be proud. Toastmaster Ganesh, as a member of the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club, as well as its leader, will you work with your executive team and club members to make this a vibrant and rewarding club this term and help every individual with honesty, loyalty, and empathy?
Thank you. I will. Thanks.
Thank you. Dear members of the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club, your officer team just pledged to serve this club with the best of their ability. To be the best Toastmasters club and to meet the needs of its members, your club will need active participation from each of you. Do you, as members, pledge to work together with your officer team to make Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club the finest Toastmasters club it can possibly be?
Yes.
Thank you. By the authority vested in me as the Area Director of Area D2 of District 92, it is my sincere pleasure to declare the Toastmasters officers installed in their respective club offices. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the Palm Meadows Toastmasters Club executive team for the term July 2023 to December 2023. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shivi. So, and you're most welcome to join our club meetings, both in person whenever you are in Bangalore, and that'll be great to have you with us. Yeah. So, any other points, Toastmaster Shivi, that you want to mention to the club members?
So, I think thank you for having me, and I look forward to joining you all in person very soon.
Great.
Great.
Thanks.
Very happy to see people coming from
Okay. I think there's a bit of a bandwidth issue there. So thanks, Toastmaster Shivi. So just for everybody's information, so we are now in area D2, and there are 7 clubs in D2. One is Collins, one is Converse, Collins Aerospace, Converse, and I'll let you know, I'll just tell you, there are 7 clubs. So it's good. We'll have some joint sessions as well, so that, I think Toastmaster Indu will be planning some linkers meetings, so we can get some different perspectives, hear different speeches, different evaluations. And that's the